Welcome to Annabeth's Journey. It is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. And today I'm going to be using the Biblical Tarot. I feel like it's necessary. We are in biblical times. And also the Field Tarot, which is a clarifier. Very easy tarot to interpret and read. So before we get started, and while I'm shuffling, we're going to start with Biblical Tarot first. We're going to see what the energies are going to be like for the rest of March. This is important. It's important because just today, within 24 hours, I had a complete mindset shift, which was necessary. And I had, right after that mindset shift, interestingly enough, I had a major change in my work situation. A good change, but a significant one. And so I want to see what the energy is going to be like for the rest of March. It's been a very intense month. I know I keep saying that in my March videos, but maybe I've only posted one or two in March. But a lot of things have been happening. I'm just going to talk while I shuffle because I need to get this out. I don't really have a place or a person or really anything to, or anyone to talk to about this stuff. So I'll talk to people on the internet, people on YouTube, people watching this video. Maybe a year from now you'll see it and you'll hear me rambling and you'll be like, wow, she's come a long way indeed. So definitely some changes in my relationships. So today, interestingly enough, I've had some problems with a gentleman that's interested in me, and I gave him a chance, and we're also sort of in business together. We're working on a project together. And as much as I like him and I consider him a friend, don't roll your eyes and say friend zone, because I'm being very serious. Like, even if I was in a full-blown romantic relationship with this person, I'd want to be friends first anyway. But he is, I think he's not understanding that I really don't want a serious relationship right now, and that part of the reason why is because I don't think he's the right one for me. And I tried to give it a chance because he's a good person, and so, and I have, you know, a big heart, and I tried to make myself like feel some sort of attraction. And I know that sounds shallow, maybe not, but I just can't do it. I can't force something that's not aligned with me as much as I want to, or as much as he wants to. I just can't do it. And over the past, God, 4 years, I was in one relationship after I was divorced, and during this one relationship, it turned out to be a fucking nightmare, pardon my language, and turned out to be something that I had to heal from. And the whole time, the past 4 years, like there's one person in particular that I truly want to be with, who I believe is my soulmate, but it doesn't seem to be happening. And so it's taken 4 or 5 years to get to the point where I'm just like, well, I'm just going to focus on my creativity, working, stabilizing, making money, just doing all the things that I haven't had time to do before. So that's what I'm doing now. And thank you for listening to me rambling. But back to the gentleman that I was talking about before, the present one that's interested in me. He has ghosted me. I expected it because he's not getting what he wants, and I've already seen the pattern where he kind of pouts and acts like a baby and doesn't communicate in an effort to get me to react, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do, because then I, quickly, and I mean quickly, lose interest. So I'm being compassionate and just saying, I'm glad he's leaving me alone because I have peace now. But on the other hand, it's like, really take some time for yourself. Go ahead, you need it. You need some time for yourself. I just don't like immaturity. I really don't. So one more shuffle in the biblical tarot. Let's see what's going to happen for the rest of March. I've seen some pretty intense cards so far. The Tower. So let's see. Let me talk about my mindset conversion today. I would say in the beginning of March, most of February and the beginning of March, some of my friends around me and even like circumstances in my own life were really dragging me down, and I got into this place where I felt like there was just too much negativity. I was absorbing too much negativity, sitting in it too much, ruminating in too much negativity. And I believe in the Lord first and foremost, but I also am a student of Neville Goddard. And I decided today, I was like, you know what? Now is the time. I really want to shift my mindset and focus on what I really want and what I know is meant for me, even if pretty much very little in my outer circumstances reflect my true desires right now. Eventually they will. And it just feels, far-fetched at the moment, but that doesn't mean that it will never happen. So I still have hope, and I'm going to keep it positive, and that includes not listening to friends who are overly negative, or people trying to tell me what to do, or just being around people that are not that are just a drag. Like, I don't need that right now. I need uplifting people in my life. So let's see what the biblical tarot has to say. Huh. Interesting. 9 of Feathers. And this card is Peter denies Jesus. Peter denies Jesus. So here you see Peter denying that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God. And you can see that he feels very wretched about it, regret. And this is the feeling that I get from this card, is like a lot of regret. Somebody around you may be in deep regret. You may be feeling some regret right now. You may not be sleeping well. You may be having like very vivid dreams. You might not be in the best headspace. You're just mentally taxed. You're very mentally and emotionally taxed. And we need to get back to a space where we have our belief in a higher purpose, in God, or whatever your beliefs are. We need to get back to a place where we have faith. This also reads to me like losing your faith, or not having enough faith, or thinking that faith isn't enough. Faith is enough. Sometimes it takes a really long time for you to see the effects of your faith. But faith really is incredibly important. And when you lose your faith, it's also like very hard on your soul. So right now, we need to pay attention to this through the end of March. We need to really bring ourselves back into the fold, be an angel to ourselves, and sort of do some TLC on our heart and soul right now. So that's a very intense card. Good grief. No wonder I was pulled to do a reading right now. Let's clarify that with the field tarot. Let's clarify that. Okay. Field tarot and Holy Spirit. Can you clarify what this regret is about? Can you clarify what this loss of faith is about? Somebody may be in regret over you. Somebody, I'm picking up on some psychic stuff right now. Somebody feels like they missed out on something, or they didn't take the right action, or they missed an opportunity. Okay, what is this about? This 9 of Feathers. Very intense, mentally taxing card. The card of nightmares. The card of regret. This card also means like crying it out. So if you need to cry it out, have yourself a good cry. Cry at the foot of the cross. Leave your anxieties with Jesus. What is this 9 of Feathers about? What does this have to do with? Okay. What does this 9 of Feathers have to do? I'm already seeing some intense cards. Death card. What does this 9 of Feathers have to do? Can you give us some more clarity, Holy Spirit? King of Swords coming out. I feel like there's a man in regret. I don't feel like I'm in regret, so I don't think this is about, I think this is a literal man, a masculine in regret. Can you tell us more about this situation, who this person is, or what it has to do with? Okay, let's see. Aha. So there is a man, a person in deep regret over a Queen of Wands, this beautiful magnetic lady. Look, both of these cards are at night. This beautiful, magnetic, fiery, beautiful lady with red hair holding a huge staff. It looks like the night sky, maybe even the Milky Way behind her. And she's holding her arms out wide. And it looks like she's going after what she wants. I mean, this is the type of woman that really goes after what she wants. And even the title of this card is Vibrancy. So this person, this man, is in deep regret. It has to do with, whoops, let's put that back up. Put this back up. Whoops, okay. This has to do with this beautiful, fiery, passionate, intelligent, powerful woman. A man is in deep regret over her, possibly over a relationship, although I'm not sure why. Can you tell us more? Wow. Okay, here we have the High Priestess. Wow. Whoever this lady is, she was extremely intuitive. I mean, this man knows that this woman that he's in regret over is she knows why. That's the message I just received, is she knows why. She knows what the situation is. She knows why this person is in deep regret. She knows exactly why. This is a woman who sees things very clearly. She sees the motives. She sees underneath of it all. And she is his counterpart in a way. And he knows that. She knows that. And he did something to mess up this connection. I don't know what it is. Okay. The Prince of Cups, introspection. So here you see a man again, and he's holding a cup, and this is the Prince of Cups, and he is in deep thought about this relationship, this connection. He is thinking about everything that he wants. He's definitely thinking about this lady. He's thinking about himself and what he has to offer. He's seeing his own reflection in the water below, and the water is very, very calm, a little bit of waves. You can see his mirror reflection in the water below, and some reeds right here. He looks very calm and poised, like he's meditating. So he's in deep, deep thought about this relationship. And I believe whether he wants to revive it or not, if he has what it takes, because this is a powerful woman. I mean, good grief, the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. She's very powerful, extremely. Not only powerful, but all-knowing and all-seeing. So it would take a powerful man to be with this woman. And maybe this guy is evaluating, am I enough? Am I enough for this woman? Let's get one more card and see. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's in deep sorrow. He's in deep sorrow over this lady. His heart is broken. I think he broke this relationship. He broke this relationship. He caused the pain. It was his fault. I just intuited that. It was his fault. He caused this. Okay. So I'm going to end the reading there. So it looks like for the rest of March, there's a man in deep regret. He's doing some introspection right now about this relationship where he caused deep pain to this Queen of Wands, High Priestess, powerful lady here. And this is what is going to be happening for the rest of March. I did not expect that, but it is what it is. So thank you for listening to my stories earlier about what's been going on with me. And I'll do another reading soon. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Also, if you want a personal reading, check the channel description and also the description underneath this video. Please like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment so that we can talk about this. Tell me what you think. I will see you again soon.